Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will learn about the basic syntax of array. So, how to declare an array in C? The syntax is you give a data type, then a variable name, and within the bracket, third bracket, you give the size of the array. So, let's say the size of the array is 5. So, it's the generic convention. So, let's say we will create an integer array. So the keyword for integer is int and give array name is L and the size of the array is, let's say, 3. So here we created an array of size 3. So how to access each elements of an array? So you can think of like there are 3 variables and the 3 variables are array 0, array 1 and array 2. So every time you use an array, so think like that there are, if the size of array is n, there are total n variables with the names like array 0, array 1 or array 2. So you can assign value to this. Let's say 1, let's say 5 and array 2 is equal to 3. We can print the value of each element, printf sunday slash n array 0. So treat array 0 as a variable name or as a variable, printf %d slash n array 1, printf %d slash n array 2. So in this way we can assign value to each of the elements of an array, and now we compile this and run this program. Okay, so array 0 is 1, array 1 is 5 and array 2 is 3. Now if we want to take the input of an array from the user, we can just do this. Let's say we can use scanf to take input from the user and ampersand array 0 scanf %d ampersand array 1 and scanf %d ampersand array 2. So we can take input from the user and then print them. Array 0 array 0 array 1 and array 2. So okay, so we'll take 3 input and print the values of this array. So let's say print take 3 5 7 6. Okay, so we printed the value of array. Another way is we can initialize the array while we are declaring it. Let's say array 3 is equal to 1 3 4. So we can initialize it while we are declaring it. So 1 2 3. So let's compile and run the program. 246 is the answer. Okay, so in this way we can declare an array. If you are initializing it while declaring it, you can skip the size. This is also can be done. Okay, so let's compile it and run it. Okay, 246. So it's also a valid declaration. So how to find the size of an array? So to find the size of any variable, we use the function size of. So total array size in byte, integer total array size in byte is equal to size of array. So print %d slash n. So total array size in byte. Okay. So we print them, print the total size of the array in byte. It's 12. Why? Because there are three elements of integer type. One, the size of an integer is 4 byte. So for three integer is 12 byte. So how to find the length of an array? So to find the length of an array, integer array length, there is no length function, so we need to calculate it manually. First of all, we find the total size in array, then we will divide it by size of an integer because it is an integer type array. So we can write directly like that, or we can like that. So we will find the size of one variable and divide it and divide the total array size in byte, divide by this, or you can use integer, or you can use array 0. That means we find the total array size in byte, and then we find one element's size in byte, then we divide, we will perform a division operation. So here we can print the array length. Okay, so let's see the array length is printed or not. Okay, so 3 is the total array length. So in this way we can find the length of an array. Okay, now here if we want to take the input from the user or access the array, we can do it another way. Let's say we have an integer of array 5. So the variables are array 0, array 1, array 2, array 3, and array 4. So there are total 5 elements in this array. So one thing you can observe is that the variable elements are increasing one by one. Let's say 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So we can use a for loop to access this element. So for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus, so we will increment by 1. Then we can assign some value. Let's say array I is equal to I plus 10. Let's say I plus 10. So for each element we will assign a value is their index plus 10. So now if we want to print it, I is less than 5, I plus plus, printf. So using the for loop also we can access our total elements of an array. It's okay. So for array 0 it is 10, for array 1 it's 11, for array 2 it's 12, For array 2 it's 13. For array 5 4 it's 14. So it is also can be done. So I can write %d. We want to print the index also. Okay, so for array 0 it's 10, for array 1 it's 11, for array 2 it's 12, for array 3 it's 13, for array 4 it's 14. So using the for loop also we can access all the elements at once. Okay, so I think this is enough for array. Now some we'll declare some multi-dimensional array. Let's say there are array, and to declare the multi-dimensional array you can write like this. So there are 3 columns, 3 rows and 2 columns. So you can initialize a multi-dimensional array like this. So there will be 3 rows. So we at first create, and each row there will be 2 columns. So let's say 2 3 4 5 and 6 7. So it's a multi-dimensional array. Now we want to access, so the array looks like that: 2 3 4 5 6 7. So okay, this is like that. Now we want to print the multi-dimensional array. So want to consider two things. Let's say we want to track the row number. It is row 0 and it is row 1 and it is row 2. And we want to track another thing. In each row there is column 0 and column 1. So while accessing an array, you must remember the counting starts from 0. So for row, there are 3 rows. Row is starting from 0 to 2 or less than 3, row plus plus. So using the row variable, we will track the row, and in each row, so within the for loop, in each row there are 2 columns, column 0 to 1. Now we want to print the array. So we want to access the row, and in each row we want to access the column. After printing a row, we will go to the next line. So after printing a row, we'll go to the next line. I can print like that: array %d let's first print one by one. Then okay, we missed the row and column. Okay, so array 0 0 is 2, array 0 1 is 3. So row 0 column 0 is 2, row 0 row 0 column 0 is 2, row 0 column 1 is 3, row 1 column 0 is 4, and row 1 column 1 is 5. So in that way you can access a 2D array. So that's it for the array portion. Now we'll check how to use strings in our C program. Before going to string, I'll just give an example of character. So as you remember, hopefully, to declare an character, we need to use the char keyword and declare a variable name. Let's say the variable is character. uh, I taught you how to take input from the user using scanf. So let's percentage sign c and ch. Okay, then print the character. You took input from the user. So let's say the input is b. So let's say the input is b. So the output is b. There are another way to take character input. This is c is equal to get character. This is also a way to take character input. And another way to print a character is put char. Okay, so you can use this function also to take character input and to give character output. So character input is t. Okay, so okay, so printf slash n the character you gave. So you can compile it. Now let's say printf enter a character and after that print n line. So the character you gave is 5. Okay, here is also t. We didn't print any new line, that's why it overrides there. So again, now okay, enter a character. Let's say character is b. Okay, the character you gave b. So in this way also you can take character input. Now we will talk about strings. So there is no string type of things in C. We need to do it using array. So in C, we will manage strings via a character array. Character, let's say string, and we need to give size to an array. So let's say 10. Let's say 5 or 6. So if you need to use a string, you need to use a character array. So like the array, you can also initialize it here. And here each element of the array will be a character. So how to write a character? Using the single quotation. Let's say hello, we want to write age. So first element is age, then second character element is e, then third character element is l, fourth character element is l, and just a second. And the fifth character is o. While using a character array uh, for the string, you must remember the string should end with a null character. The null character here is /0. So you must include this for this string. So if you want to use string in C, so you need to use character array with a null character at the end. So don't forget to use that. So now to print this character array, what we can do is printf for character array. So we, if we want to print this as a string, the format specifier is %s. Now we give the variable name string. So okay, we program one. Okay, hello. So in this way you can use a string in the in C. So for to use a string, you need to use character array, and this array must end with a null character. Okay, so and to print or access this string, the format specifier is %sign s. There is a library to help you with strings. It is called string.h. So there are some library functions you can use for a string. So I'll give some examples. There are many more things. I will not cover all of them. I'll just show you some basic examples how to use this. Let's see. So if you want to know the string length, so you can use a function from the string.h library. It is called strlength. So you can use strlen to find the size of the string. Okay, so their string length is 5. So it will count all the character before the null character and give you the size. So before the null character there are 5 characters. So the string length is 5. Okay, so in this way using string strlen function you can find the string length. Now if you want to copy the string variable into another string, so you can, so let's declare another string, string1. This is also, let's say, size 15. Now we want to copy the value of str to str1. So the copy function is strcpy. Then we want to specify the destination. Here destination is str1, then the source is str. Now we print str1, value of str1. So compile it, and just a second. Okay, so the value of str is hello and the value of str1 is also hello. So it is successfully copied the contents of str into str1. So this is the working principle of cpy. So there are some corner cases. What if the size of str1 is less than str? You can explore it by yourself. I'll not go through it. Or what if the size is bigger than str in our case? So what are there in the other elements of this str1? So you can explore this. Then there are another function. Let's say the value of str is hello, and the value of str1 is, let's say, the value of str1 is world. Okay, so let's say the value of str1 is world. Now we want to concate them. So we want to concate hello and world. So how can we do that? How can we do that? So let's see. Now we want to concate the value of str and the str1 into another string. So, or okay, let's say in another string character str2. So how can we do that? Str2 of size, let's say size is 50. So to concate the elements, um, first we copy str cpy. We first copy the contents of str into str2. Uh, so str2 str. So the contents of str will be copied into str2. Then we will add the contents of str1 into str2. So to concate, there is a function called strcat, str2, then str1. So this will concate the elements of str2 and str1. So now we print the value of str2. Okay, hello world. So what it has done, at first the value of str was copied into str2. Then with the current components of str2, the contents of str1 was concatenated. Okay, so that's how strcat works. It concatenates the values of two strings. Okay, now we will learn three more functions of string. Let's say we have a string str1 is equal to a, b, and 0, and this needs to be an array, and another string is a, b, 0. So now we want to compare these two strings lexicographically. So for this, there is a function called cmp, string comparison. So what does it checks? Cmp. So it takes to input str1 and str2. So if they are equal, then it returns 0. It returns 1 if s1 str1 is lexicographically greater than str2, and it returns to, sorry, it returns um, let's say the comparison, and it returns greater than 0, greater than 0 if str1 is greater than str2, and return less than 0 if str1 less than str2. So that's how the string comparison works. Returns a value greater than 0 if s1 is greater than s2, str1 is greater than s2, and less than 0 if str1 is less than str2. So let's see how it is done. For this case, printf %t return value. We will print the return value to check strcmp str1 and str2. So let's run this. The return value is 0 because both of the string are equal. Let's say the string str1 is AC. Now the return value is 1 because str1 is greater than str2 because A and A is equal, but C is lexicographically greater than B. C is greater than B. Let's say this string is D. Now it will return -1. Okay, the return value is -1 because str1 is less than str2. So that's how string comparison works. Now another function we want to discuss is strch. It is strchr. Strchr. What does this strchr do? It returns a pointer if a character is present in the string. Let's say we want to check uh, if A is present in string 1. So we'll use strchr. We want to check in string 1 the character A is present or not. If it is present, let's say we have a pointer P, strchr will search in the string 1, and if it finds the value A, it will return a pointer to that character. So otherwise it will return null. So strchr returns a pointer to the first occurrence of the character ch in string 1. So I think in our case, let's check if p is null or not. If p is null, then printer not present. So we want to check the character c is present in string 1 or not, else printf present. Okay, let's check. Okay, so it is present. So I want to check the string c, sorry, the character c is present in the string 1 or not. So in our case, c is present in string 1, that's why it pointer p is not null, so that's why present is printed. Now we check f is present or not. Not present. Here in string 1 there is no character named f, so that's why p is null. As p is null, not present is printed. So here is a task for you. From this pointer, how do you find the index of the first occurrence of the character? So you can try this at home. So from the return pointer, if there is the character, in which index the character first occurs in the string. So this is a task for you. Now there is called another there is another function named string. So what does str do? So there is another function is str. So the str returns a pointer to the first occurrence of string 2 in string 1. So it will search string 2 in string 1. If so, it returns the pointer to the it returns to the first occurrence, returns a pointer to the first occurrence of string 2 in string 1. So let's say if string 2 is present or not. If p is equal null pointer, then printf str2 is not present. Otherwise, else printf are present. So we'll check string 2 appears in string 1 or not. So here string 2 ad is present in string 1 ade. Let's say it's ae. So str2 is not present. ae is not present in ade. So that's how string str function works. So that's all for the string. I hope you got the point, and you can explore many more things. There are certain edge conditions you need to work on. So that's, I think, your homework to explore many more things from the string library. Okay, thank you.